In our modern era, it's an open secret that the titans of industry hold influence over our world. Whether it's the tech marvels we use daily, the sleek automobiles we drive, the food we consume, or the clothes that we wear, billionaire industry leaders have a huge influence in shaping our destinies. Names like Apple, Meta, Google, Uber, and DoorDash are household names. But who are the masterminds pulling the strings behind these giant corporations? Enter venture capital firms and hedge fund tycoons, such as the legendary Warren Buffett, whose investments fuel the innovation driving these companies forward. Yet amidst the spotlight, one colossal venture capital entity remains shrouded in relative obscurity, despite its pivotal role in the success of numerous household brands and social phenomena. Today, we delve into the mysterious realm of Sequoia Capital, the silent force behind the curtain orchestrating the rise of the very businesses upon which we all depend. Founded in 1972, Don Valentine was the mastermind behind Sequoia Capital, a Silicon Valley venture capital firm. It played a pivotal role in cementing Silicon Valley's future as a modern technology hub. Don Valentine had been in Silicon Valley for more than a decade before his venture capital firm took existence. Joining Fairchild Semiconductor, which was regarded as the Valley's first ever startup business, Don had been working in the area since 1959 and had a strong grip over business tips and tricks. After gaining over 13 years of experience in the sector, he decided to build his own business and make his personal fortune. But little did he know, his company would soon become one of the most vital investing companies for extremely successful businessmen of the future. After Sequoia's establishment, Valentine was quick to make smart, albeit rather huge investments. His firm backed early tech companies such as Oracle, Microchip Technology, Linear Technology, and several others. Furthermore, Electronic Arts, which many of us remember for their nostalgic introduction to video games, was invented in Sequoia's offices. 3 years into the venture firm, and Don Valentine became clear that success was not only at his doorstep, but it welcomed him warmly. He became flush with money, and as a businessman, he invested his money in more upcoming ventures for higher returns. 1975 was a time when video games were rising to the top of the in-house entertainment list. Atari had already changed the world of gaming since its inception in 1972. Don jumped on the opportunity and invested in the company. Sure enough, Atari introduced its video game console with game cassettes in 1977, which became globally popular and one of the highest-selling video game consoles ever. Mr. Valentine knew that his investments were reaping profits like never before, and apparently the technology sector had been his strong suit. In 1978, he became one of the first major investors in Apple computers by writing a $150,000 check, which is about $700,000 today. Sequoia Capital also invested heavily in Cisco System, a networking equipment company, by buying 30% of its stocks for over $2.5 million back in 1987. Don was appointed as the company's chairman and reigned there for 3 decades. He was known as one of the strongest leaders in the company and always aimed for high achievements, innovation, and newer, better standards. According to John Chambers, the CEO of Cisco back then, Mr. Valentine's role in the company was pivotal to its success, and the management changes he made resulted in the enormous popularity of the company. While Don was really proud of what he'd built in the mid-1990s, he handed over the control of Sequoia Capital to Michael Moritz and Doug Leone. The business of venture capital is highly dependent on passing the reins to successors. Such transitions often result in the stumbling of many firms. However, Sequoia survived the challenge fairly easily. After passing control, Don remained a key member of the company and attended partner meetings regularly for the next decade. Moritz and Leone took control of the company and aimed to only further the vision of Don Valentine. In 1998, the company invested north of $12.5 million in Backrow. This startup focused on making an internet search engine, and Sequoia's investment made this possible. Today, the search engine is perhaps the most used of all time, now known as Google. Michael Moritz made this possible, and along with Google, he also funded the research and development of LinkedIn, which is the most popular social app for professionals to date. And today, Google's valued at more than $1 trillion. Doug Leone, on the other hand, had a broader vision. He joined the company in 1999 and offered excellence in the ability to identify promising companies and startups that would revolutionize the future. He introduced companies like Dropbox, Airbnb, and Square to Sequoia and enabled them to invest in new social startups. Today, Dropbox is one of the most commonly used cloud storage systems. Airbnb's popular globally, and Square has the same story. Sequoia found great success in the tech and social media sectors. In 2011, the company invested a massive amount of $8 million in WhatsApp, a revolutionary messaging application that is used worldwide. Their investment represented 13% of the company's Series A funding round. But just like Google, WhatsApp's worth skyrocketed when it was acquired by Facebook in 2014, reaching over $19 billion. Apart from technology, the company also made recent investments in the healthcare sector. In 2017, a $40 million investment was reported in Color Genomics. This company focuses on genetic testing and personalized healthcare recommendations. Also, during the COVID-19 outbreak, Sequoia Capital invested in Moderna, a company that mass-produced vaccines for the coronavirus. It also set foot in the ride-hailing industry and invested in Grab in Southeast Asia as well as Ola in India, which raised over $1.3 billion in funding. Other investments include Oyo, a hotel booking platform, Flipkart, an Indian online shopping store that works with Amazon, Pratco, which is a healthcare platform, and Policy Bazaar, an insurance capital platform. Altogether, since its inception, Sequoia Capital has invested in more than 1,500 companies, including many startups. Their investments have been largely successful and reaped profit returns in billions. According to a 2023 report, Sequoia Capital invested more than $14 billion over the decades and gained an average of 20% return on every investment. The secret behind Sequoia Capital's success is five-pronged. Firstly, Don Valentine had always been a visionary and aimed for not short-term profits but long-term growth of the company. He patiently waited with his rather large and daring investments, which often played out in his favor. Secondly, the firm never lacked in quality, carefully vetting every potential investment and ensuring only the highest standards. This helped them overcome the fear of making dead investments, which led to the bankruptcy of many venture firms in the past. Thirdly, Sequoia primarily focused on making strong, healthy relationships with industrialists. Fourthly, the company diversified its portfolio, investing in a wide range of industries including healthcare, technology, finance, and many others. Lastly, and perhaps the key reason behind their success, is the company's dedication to innovation. Sequoia Capital pushed the boundaries, made risky investments, and supported businesses at a time when many others thought they would fail. This forward-thinking approach enabled them to stay ahead of the competition and deliver strong investment returns. But like any other business, Sequoia Capital has also faced some significant losses due to bad investments in the past. In 2017, Juicero was a company in which Sequoia invested $70 million. However, their product failed to attract the masses and eventually went bankrupt. Similarly, Color Labs was a startup that had a photo-sharing app. The application never gained traction, and 3 years after its launch in 2011, the company shut down and Sequoia Capital's $41 million was lost. Furthermore, Zirtual, Homejoy, and Zengo were some of the few companies that collectively resulted in a loss of more than $53 million for Sequoia Capital. Nevertheless, it has persevered in the realm of venture capital investments to this day, and its stakes in trillion-dollar enterprises like Apple and Google have fortified its resilience against setbacks. Sequoia Capital stands as a titan among venture capital firms, boasting an expansive portfolio filled with collaborations with the globe's foremost pioneering enterprises. Their financial backing has been instrumental in sculpting the collective destiny, affording fledgling startups the vital resources needed to blossom and birthing groundbreaking products, services, and software that remain indispensable in our daily needs. So what do you think about Sequoia? Were you surprised by some of the products and businesses that they helped create? Let us know in the comment section below. And thanks for watching the video, everybody. We'll see you next time.